Welcome to In Brief series. Our guest today is Alexander Pope. How did Pope's religious beliefs affect him? Both parents were Roman Catholics, and his father retired from business after his son's birth, perhaps because a new act of parliament prohibited Catholics from living within 10 miles of London. Between 1696 and 1700, Pope was tutored at home by a priest and then enrolled in two Catholic schools, but he was largely self educated. His religion would have made it impossible at the time to pursue a career in law or medicine or the clergy, even had he wished to. As a Catholic, he was not, for example, permitted to attend a university. What's the importance of his essay on criticism? His essay on criticism was published anonymously in 1711 and was furiously attacked in print by John Dennis, a famous literary critic of the day, whom Pope had satirized in the poem. Dennis retaliated by referring to Pope as a humpbacked toad, but the essay brought him to the attention of Swift, Addison, Gay, Parnell, Oxford, and Steele. What do you know about Swift-Pope collaboration? In 1727, Swift and Pope published the first two volumes of their miscellanies, and Pope himself was at work on his Dunciad, which had originated as a scheme of the Scribblers' Club. In this, its earliest carnation, Lewis Theobald, a Shakespearean scholar who had feuded with Pope, who feuded during the course of his life with innumerable critical and literary rivals, had the dubious honor of being its central character. The final volume of the Swift Pope Miscellanies appeared in 1728 and included Peripathus, which provides us with a notion of how nasty on occasion Pope could be. William Broome, a man of talent, if not of genius, had, as we've noted, helped him to write his Odyssey, but Pope offended him not only in Peripathus, but in these lines, which appeared in the first version of the Dunciad, which appeared in 3 books during the same year. Hippanian politics, O swift thy doom, and Pope's translating 3-volume years with Broome. Broome commented on Pope's ungenerous malice in a letter. I often resemble him to an hedgehog. He lies snug and warm and sets his bristles out against all mankind. Sure, he's fond of being hated. I wonder he's not thrashed, but his littleness is his protection. No man shoots a wren. What are the mock heroic elements in the Rape of the Lock? The Rape of the Lock parodies the traditional epic in numerous ways, most of which have been extensively studied. Below are some standard features of the epic, each linked to the place in the poem where Pope uses a similar mock heroic element. A dream message from the gods, arming the heroes, sacrifice to the gods, extortion to the troops, single combat, epic feast, journey to the underworld. What's the occasion of the poem? The following comes from the Twickenham edition of Pope's poems. I quote, the families concerned in the Rape of the Lock, the Fermors, Petre, and Kale, were prominent members of the group of great intermarried Roman Catholic families owning land in the home counties, most of whom came within the circle of Pope's friends and acquaintances, and to whom Pope considered his own family to belong. Sometime before 21st of March 1712, when Pope sold his poem to Lentot Robert, Lord Petre had cut off a lock of Arabella Fermor's hair, and John Caryll had suggested to Pope that he should write a poem to heal the estrangement that followed between the two families. I'll leave you now with the link to just have a brief idea of the Rape of the Lock. Goodbye.